NFL news? Kidding. NFL news and rumors presented by Manscaped. If you guys find yourself looking for the latest news and rumors around your favorite team, hey, guess what? Chat Sports, we got you covered. And Manscaped is hooking us up with an awesome deal. Free shipping and 20% off. How do you get it, Tom? Manscaped.com/chat. We're gonna put the link in the comments and then in the description. Make sure you guys go ahead and get yourself something nicer. The women out there, holidays are right around the corner. Yeah, if you want him to stock your stuffing, go get him some Manscaped. Let's go to the Philadelphia Eagles here, Tom. Carson Wentz. Is it time to bench the quarterback that was once considered an MVP candidate? He is probably, not even probably, he's having his worst year of his entire career.
Yeah, it's been a disaster this season for Wentz. And I know that injuries are a part of this. The offensive line is banged up. The wide receivers have certainly not developed in the way that the Eagles were hoping, especially, Alshon Jeffrey's been a complete non-factor this year. Travis Fulgham showed promise at points at this year, but I think teams have somewhat figured him out. But a lot of these problems still lie at I'm actually going to say the feet of Carson Wentz because his mechanics suck. They are bad mechanics. His base is too wide. He's off platform a lot. Nothing looks right for Carson Wentz. And I know the Eagles are still technically in the playoff hunt.
But they're 3-7-1.
But you know what? I think if you're Philadelphia, you're like, oh my God, is Carson Wentz our guy anymore? And with the way the year's going for the Eagles, they might be in quarterback draft range, Mitch.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact here. And I mean, when you look at Carson from top to bottom, I mean, back in 2017, I actually watched the ACL injury go down. I was at an airport, saw it happen. I go, oh no. And basically, I think ever since the injury, he actually hasn't quite been the same. And this year has just been bad, bad, bad. And when you talk about turnovers, you have to bring up Carson Wentz, who right now, if this was a race, he is so far in the lead like Usain Bolt used to be in the 100-yard dashes in terms of most turnovers in 2020. Carson's got 19. That's not good whatsoever. That's 4 lost fumbles, 15 interceptions. And then you got Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins with 14, Daniel Jones with 13, Russell Wilson with 13. There's a few other players sprinkled in there with 12, but anytime you have 5 more turnovers than the next closest guy, I mean, I don't have to be good at math, Tom. That's not good whatsoever. So everyone basically on internet, on Twitter, on MySpace, wherever you guys are on, is all talking about this. Jalen Hurts. Is it time to start him? I mean, you drafted him early. You drafted him in the second round. If Wentz has been this bad, is it time to go to the rookie?
I think you have to for a couple different reasons. Look, Jalen Hurts might not be the answer for your organization. In fact, I don't think that he is.
I'm with you.
You think he was overdrafted. I think he was as well. I think he's more of a backup in the NFL. But you spent a top 55 pick on him, which means you thought he could be the guy for you if you ever needed him to.
Correct.
Well, you need him to.
Exactly.
Because your current guy, your $130 million man, Carson Wentz, is a broken person and a broken quarterback right now. And yet you continuously, steadfastly refuse to make the move to Jalen Hurts. And now you're in a situation where, best case scenario for the Eagles, how many more games do they win? 2? So 5-win team with the tie. That could be a top 10 draft pick, Mitch.
Yeah.
Which means, I mean, you're not going to get Lawrence or Fields, but you might have to decide Hurts, Wentz, or Trey Lance, or Hurts, Wentz, or even a Zach Wilson. So I think you owe it to your organization just to see what Jalen Hurts can do.
Yeah.
Like if he's been bad in practice, okay, maybe you should let that leak out.
To me, though, this, by them not playing Jalen Hurts, tells you everything you need to know. Because as bad as Carson Wentz has been, if they're still not playing Hurts.
You say that, but we've seen NFL coaches just be wrong about their own talent a lot more than we want to admit. So I'm not saying Hurts is the answer, but I think Wentz needs to just not play right now.
Okay.
You have to try something different. Because if you keep throwing Carson Wentz out there, you're just doing the same thing over and over again.
Insanity.
And expecting something to miraculously be changed. So I'm typing in my W, or H here.
All right, y'all. Let us know who should start for the Philadelphia Eagles. If it should be the rookie Jalen Hurts, I want you to type H. If it should be Carson Wentz, wow, I can't speak at all. Type W. Let's stick here with the Philadelphia Eagles. Is it time to fire head coach Doug Pederson? Stephen A. Smith of ESPN definitely thinks so. I don't know if I'm 100% on board for this because, well, he did at least bring a Super Bowl to Philly.
Yes, but I'm also troubled by the way things have gone for the Eagles. And this has been such a quick regression that it's probably not just the head coach. Probably got to blame Howie Roseman some as well. Maybe those two should be tied at the hip, and you don't let Roseman pick a new head coach because his draft picks haven't worked out all that well either. And I do wonder if Pederson refusing to play Jalen Hurts is actually a sign that Pederson didn't want Jalen Hurts. And maybe there's some I'm not sure where the disconnect lies, but within that Eagles organization, be it front office versus head coach fighting, or assistant coaches fighting, or front office various roles fighting amongst each other, there's some disconnect and some disagreement there, and that's a problem for organization, which happens when you fall apart. But since that Super Bowl, Eagles haven't been great.
I mean, they haven't been great, but they haven't been bad either. I mean, think about it.
Been bad this year.
Yeah, they've been horrible this year, but the entire division has been horrible.
And injuries are a factor. I get it.
But, I mean, realistically, you win the Super Bowl, 2018, 2019, 9-7 seasons. I mean, they were still respectable teams there. Sure, 2020 and I guess 2016 weren't that great. But I have a lot of friends in the Philadelphia area. If I'm the Eagles and you got to pick between Doug Pederson and Carson Wentz, I mean, we're going to make y'all vote, but I'm probably going to stick with Doug Pederson. I mean, he brought you a Super Bowl, and I mean, he also won it with Nick Foles. So Stephen A. Smith said that they should take Carson Wentz over Doug Pederson. I'm going to respectfully disagree. I think it's Pederson because, for me, Wentz is the broken one.
The contract issue means it might be easier to move on from Pederson than it is Carson Wentz. I
don't disagree with that.
But they're also like, when you see a team go from a Super Bowl contender 2 years previously or whatever into this season, there's a lot more going on than just one individual player. The scheme is not particularly great either, but I mean, they'll call up a good play call, and Wentz will see the man and not throw it to him. So there's a lot going on, and maybe Carson Wentz can bounce back, but I don't know if there's a wrong answer. There need to be some changes this offseason in Philly and some substantial ones too.
I'm with you, Tom. I'm with you. So it's always sunny in Philadelphia because everyone in Philly uses Manscaped. Now,
Great
it's not 100% sure. Never seen the show, but I am telling y'all right now, go get yourself the Lawnmower 3.0 at Manscaped. It fits perfectly in a stocking. It also fits perfectly in your hand. As you can see right here, the awesome, awesome gifts going on right now at Manscaped. Get these deals that we got going on at manscaped.com/chat. 20% off and free shipping. The Lawnmower 3.0, Tom, you can get that by itself, or you can get it with the perfect package. Tell somebody why they should get the perfect package.
Because not only do you get that Lawnmower 3.0, you get ball deodorant, you get ball toner, you get a brilliant traveling case as well, and, of course, the most comfortable boxers you will ever own. So head over to manscaped.com/chat. That'll save you 20% off and free shipping.
I mean, seriously, if you guys use deodorant every day, and, I hope you do. I really do. If you use deodorant underneath your arms, you should use it on your downstairs, too. I promise you, girls are going to absolutely love it. Your wife will appreciate it. And I think you'll actually find out that, it smells better down there. I feel better. Manscaped.com/chat. One guy who definitely uses Manscaped because he has been so good this year, Patrick Mahomes. Max Kellerman said after the Week 12 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, lock it up right now. Patrick Mahomes has won the MVP. Where do you stand?
You cannot say a player has clinched NFL MVP after Week 12. Because what if Patrick Mahomes, and look, he's not going to do it, but what if Patrick Mahomes ends up throwing 8 touchdowns against 12 interceptions the rest of the way, and the Chiefs finish as the 3rd seed in the AFC?
No, you're
right. He doesn't win.
You know what my answer to this is? Carson Wentz.
My answer is Russell Wilson after Week 4.
No, I mean, Carson Wentz was the leading MVP person in 2017, and gets injured, and then it's over.
So you cannot declare him the winner already.
Correct.
But, yeah, his numbers are pretty damn insane.
Yeah,
These are bonkers.
It's laughable. I mean, he leads the NFL in passing yards, 3,497. 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, the quarterback rating. I get that they have a lot of offensive weapons there, and I think Andy Reid has done a phenomenal job. And I don't know, I thought it was funny this morning or yesterday. Tyreek Hill said that when he first saw Patrick Mahomes, he thought he was trash. Well, I can tell you right now, he ain't trash, and he's been the best quarterback. And I mean, that's why people are talking, hey, could this kid end up being the GOAT? So right now, here are the latest 2020 NFL MVP odds, -400. I mean, he has got a clear lead to win this award, and I definitely think he deserves so. Aaron Rodgers at +600, Russell Wilson at +750, Big Ben at +2,000. But I'm going to be honest with you, I think Derrick Henry should be above all these guys. Now,
No.
I get the fact that he's not a quarterback, but he is more important. His season is mind-blowing.
He's not even the most important player on his own team.
Oh, wow. I disagree.
It's still Ryan Tannehill, who, by the way, has 23 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
He's been
this
great.
Year. But, again, look at if you take Tannehill
Who's
off
more
that
important,
it's
Derrick
the
Henry or
it's
Ryan
the quarterback.
Tannehill?
It is the quarterback.
I don't know.
It is unquestionably the quarterback.
All right, let us know who you think. All right, so will Mahomes win the NFL MVP? Y for yes or type N for no. If you're typing that Y for yes, we appreciate you. If you're typing N for no, be an overachiever. Let us know who you're going to pick instead of Mahomes. Is he going to win the award?
Yes, he will.
Yes, no, I'm with you. The only way I'm typing no is if they have a historical collapse. Aaron Rodgers starts torching everything. One guy who I don't think is going to win the MVP, it's Tom Brady. And, well, we talk about this every year with Brady. I think he plays well early on and then starts to slow down as it goes. And when you look at the last 4 games, he's looking at 43 years old. Is Tom Brady done?
I don't know. He's the exact guy I thought he was going to be this year.
Where
he's still a starting caliber quarterback, but guys, he's not top 10 anymore. We all agreed when he left the Patriots, okay, he's not top 10 anymore, at least for the most part we agreed. He's still a starting quarterback. You know, he's better than Jameis Winston as well, and he's worth throwing out there every single week. But he ain't the same guy anymore.
Facts.
And there are media personalities out there coming up with every excuse in the book to explain why it's not Brady's fault. It's Bruce Arians' fault. His defense is bad, even though it's not bad at all. He needs more playmakers.
What more do you want?
The Bucs let Brady bring in Antonio Brown and Gronk, because let's be honest, that's what Brady wanted there, and they're all playing nice. It's Brady's fault that he has basically a 1-to-1 throw-to-interception ratio the past 4 games. And, of course, there are other contributing factors there. And I'm not saying Brady is a garbage quarterback. He's not. He's had a rough slate of games. Welcome to life in the NFL. But the idea that, well, you just have to use Arians has to use Brady correctly. What we're really saying there when we make that argument that Bruce Arians not utilizing Tom Brady correctly is that Brady has limitations at this stage in his NFL career.
And he's 43.
Which he absolutely does. He is still a good quarterback. He is not top 10 anymore. He's not done quite yet, but this is the end of the line for Brady. The fact he's playing this well at his age is still absurd.
I'm with you.
Let's keep that in mind.
So should Tom Brady retire after 2020? 0 for yes or type 1 for no?
He can go one more year.
I definitely think he can go one more year. I still think that obviously, the course of a long season, it's going to hit your body harder, much harder at 43. But he's still playing, I would say, as a top 15, top 16 quarterback. And for that team, that's good enough to get it done. Tom and I are both typing 1 for no. Tom Brady should not retire
1 more year
after this year. We got some updates here on some key players, both of these players on my fantasy team, and then we will get into the rest of the show. So here's the latest on Adam Thielen. Obviously, he missed last week's game due to COVID-19. He was activated today off the list, and he will practice, and it looks like he will end up playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 13. Obviously, this is a big boost to their offense when you look at everything that he can do, especially for Kirk Cousins, and when you also put him next to Justin Jefferson. Will the Vikings do anything? No, but for this guy right here in fantasy, this was important. Another injury update to dive into real quick is Kenny Golladay, and the latest on him is not too good. So he missed the first few games due to an injury, and now he's missed the past 4 games to a hip. He's not going to practice.
Like all these great college players, he's opting out to prepare for the NFL draft, or in his case, free agency.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
he ain't going to rush himself back for a team who just fired their head coach. Why should he?
I'm totally with you. And I don't disagree with that. If you guys want to find out.
He does have to come back at some point, though.
No, he does. But if you guys want to find out where Kenny Golladay ranks on our top NFL free agents list, please go check it out on the channel. We drop new videos all the time here at Chat Sports. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. We would definitely appreciate it.